there are regions in the world right now that are getting access to a new tier of Game Pass called Game Pass Friends and Family. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's basically a family plan for Game Pass, where someone pays X amount, and they are allowed up to 5 people to share their the Game Pass with them. Is that okay? I don't know.
So I can go into a little bit more detail.
Go
So right now, there are 2 regions who are getting a essentially a beta trial of the Xbox Game Pass for family and friends. The regions are Ireland and Colombia. And for perspective, the individual Xbox Game Pass Ultimate price in Europe is right around, I want to say, almost 13 euros, which is roughly equivalent to about 15 US dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And so far during this beta test that's going on in Ireland, the cost of the Xbox Game Pass family and friends plan is 21.99 euros per month. And by rough approximation, that would mean the US price is going to be about 24.99.
Okay.
And it lets you basically have 1 primary member and then 4 sub members that are family or friends.
Okay.
So if you get all 5 slots filled up, then pretty much just everyone pays in about $5 per month, which, when you think about it, it's one hell of a deal.
Yeah, absolutely. $25 a month for 5 people to get Game Pass. And is that Game Pass Ultimate, or is that Game Pass on Xbox?
Yeah, that is Game Pass Ultimate.
God, that's a great deal. I mean, that's fantastic. With PlayStation, you would have to buy each one individually, correct?
Yeah,
There is no. Yeah.
There's no family plan. The only way that you can have family members sort of kind of piggyback on your PlayStation Network plan is if that user is tied to your physical PS5,
Mm-hmm.
and your account is considered the primary. So that's literally the only way to sort of do that, and it's very clumsy. Just so clumsy. And this is going to just be more salt in the wound for Sony, because again, you're just going to have more people go, hey, so there's this Xbox Game Pass family thing. Okay. So, both parents and 3 kids in one family get this whole thing for $25 a month, and they can play all the games that they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just going to be a really hard deal to pass up.
Yeah, absolutely. And this goodwill is only going to help Microsoft further. And yeah, some people will say, well, Microsoft can afford to do it. Okay, so Microsoft does not have to do this. They can do the same tactics Sony's doing, but they're not doing it. They're going towards the value crowd. And what a lot of people that are fanboys of any of these systems fail to realize is that they are the vast minority when it comes to all this. People prefer, on the most part, they prefer value over, I would say, prestige, or over. I'll explain it this way: people would prefer to get a capable phone than the most expensive iPhone. Like, they would rather pay $500 for, let's say, a Google Pixel that will do everything they need than spend $1,500 on an iPhone that has all the gadgets, all the stuff, when they won't need most of it. That's what most people are like. And those people are going to be attracted to this, and will want to have an Xbox for this as well. Especially if you have multiple Xboxes. Like, if you have a Series X, a Series S, an Xbox One, and a PC, I mean, now you have 4 ways that you can use this program on different profiles. That's fantastic. I mean,
Yep. And then, of course, there's also cloud gaming too. So if you have a a capable smartphone and a controller, or you're playing a game that is compatible with touch controls, yeah, yet another way you can play your Xbox stuff, even if you're away from your Xbox. And the real interesting thing is that for anyone wondering about the friends part of this family and friends plan, Microsoft has clarified that all the family plan members do not need to live in the same household.
Yes.
So if you're a parent whose kids are going off to college, yeah, technically, you could set up Xbox Game Pass family and friends. So your two kids that are off in college in another state, yeah, they could technically access everything and log on and play from their Xbox on the college campus, while you as the parents can just kind of hang out and play whatever you want at home.
Yeah.
And really, the only restriction is that you have to be in the same country. That's the only restriction that Microsoft has clarified. So,
Makes sense.
yeah. So, I mean, it's not like you can call up your cousin out in the UK or something and say, "Hey, I've got a couple slots. You want in?"
Boy, thanks, Governor. But yeah, this is a fantastic deal. And it sounds like one, it's getting positive buzz, and two, that Microsoft will eventually go through with this. So yeah, this is only making the Microsoft look even better. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and this is weird because very rarely does the gaming industry really have to deal with value when it comes to purchasing consoles. So at this point, like, Microsoft's cornering a different market now, where they say, yeah, you can get the PlayStation 5 premium was what I was looking for, the word. You can get the quote-unquote premium console at a premium price. Or you can get the same things you can get on PlayStation for us for $100, for $50 cheaper, and we'll provide a service that'll let everyone in your family play without having to buy $60 subscriptions for each profile every year. So which would you choose? And I would choose Xbox, to be completely honest. So yeah, this is a fantastic deal, and it's only going to make Microsoft look a lot better.
This is also a great move, considering that some legal documents were recently unsealed, showing how behind in sales Microsoft was in compared to PlayStation during the Xbox One PS4 era.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Xbox was behind selling one console for every two PS4 consoles sold. So
Yeah.
this is another way to make up and gain ground. And what people don't get is, of course, they'll just look at it and go, well, Microsoft's losing money on this, and how the hell can they afford to do this? And I always go back to the Gillette Razor Lost Leader play that has been around in the world forever, which is just Microsoft. I believe they break even on the Xbox Series X consoles, and I think they earn a little bit more for the Series S consoles. So they don't get much there, but they just hook you in with Game Pass Ultimate, which is just pure gravy on top.
Yeah.
And then just they provide what seems to the average user to be a value, so the users don't end up stopping their subscription, and pretty much just the money comes rolling in. And even if it isn't that much money, Microsoft also is playing the server game with their Azure services. So if the Xbox division loses money, one could presume that they could just borrow some money from the Azure division and just fill in the deficit and go, yep, we're still afloat, guys. Doesn't matter to us. I can't wait for this to go live, because I know I'll be setting it up for my household, but I'll probably end up talking to some of my family and see if they want in, so
Yeah.
they can just get linked up, and I'll just say, don't worry about it. I'll pay for the subscription. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah. I think if my nephew gets an Xbox, which I don't think he will, but if he does, I would definitely set up this plan and let him have that as well. So yeah.